Why, hello there. You're just in time. Please, gas around. My name is Devlin, and I just kind of felt like doing an accent for you guys. Hopefully it turns you on a little bit. And, yeah, welcome to my YouTube video. Today, I'm going to take you through my past. I'm going to talk a little bit about childhood gaming, the things I used to do when I was a little kid, when I come home from school, and I'd had a rough day, and the teacher just popped a test. I knew I was in a mess. My dog ate all my homework last night, and maybe at snack time I didn't have the selection I maybe wanted to have. Like, they didn't have the 25-cent pizza on an English muffins that I liked. They'd have, like, I don't know, crackers and cheese or something like that. And it was just a rough day, and I had to come home and I had to unwind somehow. So what I would do is I'd pop in some video games, and that's why I'm the gamer that you see and hear today, because of the rough days at school when I had to come home and just release some stress and play some video games, maybe jump on some Goombas, kick some turtles around, just stuff that you'd probably get in trouble if you did in real life. Like, one time I went to the zoo and I jumped on a turtle to try and make him, like, retract into a shell, and it died. Like, it just died. So that was a bit of an issue. I didn't get charged because I was young, so that's fine. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about childhood gaming. I want to talk to you about my roots in gaming, where I came from, and that's about it. And then maybe when it's all said and done, you guys can, like, leave some comments in the comments section below. That's my Brett William Johnson impression. And you guys could tell me what your favorite games were when you were a kid, or maybe some of the most weird, obscure games that you played, because I've got a bit of both for you guys. I've got the favorite ones that I used to play, and I've got the ones that were kind of weird, but I played anyway. So it pretty much all started for me, for the most part, with Sega Genesis. I didn't have, like, the original Nintendo when it came out. Like, I ended up getting it later and playing some games and stuff, but it was, like, way past its prime at that time. But I did get the Sega when it came out, or around when it came out, when it was still relevant anyway. And the game that really started me into video games, really got me into them, was Sonic the Hedgehog numero dos, por favor. Sonic the Hedgehog number 2. I used to come home from school every day. I was in probably grade 2 or 3, and every day I would beat that game, every single day. Now, that sounds obsessive, and it sounds like, wow, you probably wasted a whole lot of time playing that game. You did that every day. But I got really good at it, and I could beat it pretty quickly. And my grandmother, being the saint that she was, she would come in and she would sit down and she would sit with me and watch me play Sonic every day from start to finish. And she would always get, like, super excited about it and, like, pretend that she was so excited every time I got rings and every time I hit my checkpoint. So she was a saint in that sense, and I love her for it, because not many people would do that every single day. And yeah, that's probably, come to think of it, it's what made me really kind of like the idea of this whole YouTube thing, having people watch me play games, because I grew up with my grandmother, like, watching me play video games, and I always thought it was cool. So maybe that kind of translates into me putting my gameplays on the internet for you guys to watch. Who knows? Some other games for Sega that I was really into, Maximum Carnage. I don't know if you guys have ever played or heard of this game, but it was like a Spider-Man game, and it was like a beat 'em up, and you'd, like, scroll through the levels, and it wasn't like the traditional 2D side scroller, because you could move up and down, like, toward the screen and away from the screen a little bit, like in the street, and so that kind of gave it, like, a somewhat of an element of, like, 3D, kind of like gave it the 3D feel a little bit. And I used to spend a lot of hours playing that game too, and I never ended up beating that game. I just wasn't good enough. I'd get really far, and I got really close to beating it a couple times, but I never ended up finishing it, which was a shame. I would have liked to put that achievement under my belt. But to get my my Grizz on right here, ready? Oh, Grizz, and then turn around and oh, Grizz, just grizzed on 2 people back to back. Fucking Hazard Cinema top 10 plays right there, baby. I'm a champion. I'm just kidding, but that was neat though. I don't have hacks though, I promise. So Maximum Carnage, spent a lot of time on that game. Earthworm Jim is another game that I played a lot on Sega Genesis, and that game was just funny. That was a really funny game. you'd run around and you were a worm in like this crazy super suit that was all muscly, and you'd like smack dogs with your worm head and shoot things with your plasma gun. It was pretty funny too. And I moved on to some more obscure games like Shaq Fu. It was a fighting game starring Shaquille O'Neal. I didn't so much play this one as much as the other games, but I thought I would mention it because I did have it, and it was just so so weird. What a weird concept for a game. And I always picked Shaq because I was a loser. Like, he was my character. Just like in like Mario Party, I always choose Mario. And Mario Tennis, I always choose Mario. I'm just so mainstream like that. And another one, this is probably one of my favorite games when I was younger. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. You were this little kid and you ran around with 3D glasses. And you basically, there was like a zombie invasion. You had to run around and save all your neighbors, and then once you saved everybody in that level, or they all died, one of the two, a portal would open up to the next level. And I really liked that game when I was younger because I could play co-op in that game. It was like the first game you could ever really play co-op, aside from like the side-scrolling Mario games, I guess. And that was really cool because my friend Adam and I, who we've been friends since like we were 5 years old, we're still good friends to this day. We used to play that game a lot because we loved the co-op, we loved working together and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. Moving up to N64, and I'm going to cap it at N64 for now. Maybe I'll talk about childhood gaming a little more in another commentary, but I'm running out of time. N64 came along, and obviously GoldenEye was like a huge factor. That's what GoldenEye slapped me in the face, gave me a flurry to the solar plexus, and kicked me in the fucking nuts. Like, it was just such a shock. It was so good. It's really what got me started with first-person shooters to begin with. Love that game. It was fantastic. Loved it. But another game that was really, really big in my life, I guess, was Super Smash Brothers, both for N64 and GameCube. And I started off being terrible at that game. I was pretty bad, and Agrund, or Josh, he came over to my house when I was younger, and he had 64. I didn't. Oh, hold on. Get ready for Anaj top 10 kill cams. Ready? Get ready. Bam. Through the smoke. Couldn't even see the dude. What a champion. I'm so full of myself. Alright, I might end up talking a little bit over the restraints of this game, just because I want to get this out. Yeah, I really sucked at Super Smash Brothers, but I thought I was good. I was like that typical kid. They'd be like, "Are you any good at Super Smash Brothers?" And I'd be like, "Hell yes." And I played Pikachu. I was awful. Josh used to come visit me, and he was amazing at the game, and he'd kick the crap out of me every single time. And he played Fox. He played the character Fox on the original game. And like, I asked him, I was like, "You have to train me. You have to train." It was like Daniel pleading with Mr. Miyagi because he was getting his ass kicked by those bullies. I was like, "You have to train me." And he decided he would take me under his wing, even though I was like a couple years older than him and twice his size. He'd take me under his wing and train me, and then like a whole training montage ensued with like Rocky music, and I got really good at the game and actually came really close to him. We were probably like, he was probably like 51%, I was 49. He's a little better, but God, we were close. And we got so good at that game, we actually had a tournament in high school where everyone put in $5, and I ended up winning the tournament, but probably only because Josh chose his second best character because he was cocky. Yeah, but anyway, that's that's that, guys. I'm out of time. I ran over the video. I apologize, but I wanted to talk about Super Smash Bros. A little bit. So yeah, leave me a comment. Tell me what you used to play when you were young, and tell me if you want to hear some more history and some more weird and cool games I used to play when I was younger. Thanks a lot for listening. I love you guys, and peace out.